Most of us only measure abundance in money, and that's the scarcity trap. In this video, Willow and I are going to discuss the 5 major forms of abundance and how I changed my life from scarcity to overflow in understanding these forms. It's how I've manifested free flights for well over 3 years now. It's how I've manifested gifts that are in value of the thousands of dollars, and how I've received things that simply money cannot buy. So let's get straight into it. There's 5 forms, and I got these forms from Bashar. I'll leave information down below. They are money, trade, gifts, synchronicity, and imagination. These 5 are the major ones. There's other different forms of abundance, but these are the major ones. And how you view your life, how you allow things to come to you, will depend on how you view these forms. For example, money. Money is widely recognized as the most powerful resource, but it can also be the slowest. And I'll get more into this later. Depending on your path of least resistance, you can utilize the other 4 to create a more efficient and a more fun lifestyle that still gets you what you want. It can happen faster. So money is seen as this tool, this resource that allows you to buy things, and you use this money to exchange it for the value that you receive. Without going too much into it, because we already know what money represents, it represents freedom, it represents value, it represents options, and it represents power. Let's get into the other 4 forms. Trade. Trade has been used before money. Actually, it was something that people were utilizing to get the things that they want based off of the value that they currently offer. So if you have a skill, if you have a product, if you have something that somebody else needs, you can exchange that for what you need in return and have that equal exchange of energy. Again, this is something that was before money, and we still use this a lot today. In fact, a lot of abundant people who use their ideas, use their creativity to create products, do this a lot. They do this and they trade what they have for what they can give somebody else, and vice versa. Then there's gifts. Gifts are seen as something that you receive in exchange for gratitude, appreciation, whatever you want to call it. For example, those of you guys who've been following me for a while already know this story, but I'm going to say this again. I was on a website and I was scrolling through it. It was a mask website. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be lovely to have this mask? It's amazing, amazing. A week after viewing the website and browsing through all their products, they reached out to me. They reached out to me probably when I had about 5,000 subscribers, and they said, hey, we have this product that we really think that you would like. Do you want to try it out? What mask do you prefer on our website? We'll send it to you. This was a gift. And in exchange, which they didn't say I needed to trade for promoting it. They didn't say any of that. They just said, here's a gift. We'd like to give this to you. What's your address? And I'm over here thinking, how did they know? Okay, I didn't sign up for their newsletter. I didn't create an account on their website. I simply was on the website and said, wouldn't it be wonderful to have this product? Mind you, this is on their website. It's about $160 for this product. It's a fantastic mask. It's 100% blackout. I use it for all my visualizations. I'll talk about that in another video. But that in itself is a way to receive abundance. I did not have to effort. I did not have to buy it with the money that I thought that I would need. It was simply given to me. And one thing that I want to say, which is really important in understanding this form of abundance, is that there is an exchange of energy. With that product, the exchange is gratitude. The exchange is appreciation. What you appreciate appreciates. Me receiving this product actually allowed me to receive a lot of other gifts, and understanding that this form can be utilized and to close the loop, appreciation is required. That will allow you to gain more momentum and receive more of those said gifts. It's also how I received both of these rings, actually, the Cartier one and the Levion one. I received a gift, had appreciation for it, had gratitude, and that furthered the momentum. Again, thousands of dollars worth in value, but I didn't need to do anything because I was living in abundance. I was living in gratitude and fun and joy. Now the next one, synchronicity, which, by the way, all of these forms can be utilized in multiple ways. So it's not just gifts, it's not just trade. It could be a combination of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Okay, all of them can be used at the same time. They work together. They're not separate from each other. The next one is synchronicity. This has a lot to do with divine timing. So it can be synchronicity, aka timing. This is where you meet people, places, and things during the exact time that you need them. It's how you go to a work event and meet that specific person that you've been asking for. It's how you, for example, manifest free flights and you don't have to lift a finger. With that story, that one's a really fun story. Also, there's a hummingbird at my window. Oh yeah. Going back to the story, I had an idea that I wanted free flights because that would be fun. I think it would be a cool experiment, and I was playing around with that idea. Lo and behold, a couple months later, I had somebody close to me who coincidentally applied for an airline, and out of the tens of thousands of applications given, they were chosen to work for that airline. And ever since then, I've been able to utilize that gift, that synchronistic gift of going wherever I want, flying wherever I want, and not having to spend money on it. The greatest synchronicity story of all time is when I manifested Willow. I was working for a company at the time. They had this warehouse in the basement. And one day, this kitten was crying in the docking station where they load all of the supplies. It was crying, it needed food. It seemed to be a runaway. The owner's wife and child, they ended up going to a supply place, bought it a bunch of toys, food, water, all of that stuff. So obviously the cat's gonna stay. All the coworkers are telling me, oh, there's this cute cat in the basement. There's this cute cat. You should go see it. I was reluctant. I said, cats and I don't get along. I don't want to see the cat. It's good over there. One day, one of the coworkers said that the cat had white paws. And I don't know why, but it made me interested. So I went down to the basement. I said, all right, let's go see the cat with the white paws. And the moment I saw Willow, I fell in love. I immediately was like, that is my cat. It was so much so that the owner happened to say, okay, whoever wants this cat, we are not taking it home. My wife and children, we cannot have a cat right now. Whoever wants this cat, we will pay for their shots. We will pay for everything for their checkup. All you have to do is take it. And so that's what I did. I took her home and have had her ever since. Synchronicity at its finest. The cat distribution system at its peak level, okay? Ugh. This is something that money cannot buy. Are you kidding? And the last one, my favorite one, imagination. Your imagination, being God, compels you to do certain things. It inspires you. It conjures up this feeling of excitement, if you allow it, and causes you to meet people, places, and things. It allows you to receive gifts. It allows you to trade. It allows you to also receive money. And your imagination is so powerful. If you utilize this form of abundance, if you allow yourself, dare to dream and go beyond your current circumstances, all of these different forms will be revealed to you in more ways than one. I even know people that have millions and millions of followers on Instagram, YouTube, whichever platform you want to call it, TikTok. And a lot of these people are receiving the things that I'm talking about. They're unaware of how abundant they are. Most times when you have a very successful business, you will trade your bathing suits, your products, your whatever it is, okay? You trade it to those people in exchange for something else. Or you might be gifted something. You might be given something just because you are who you are. Your existence is enough. You don't have to earn anything. Becoming an abundant person means more than just the amount that you have in your bank account. And paradoxically, when you integrate these other 4 forms, money just has to come to you because, again, you are an abundant person. I trust that this has been helpful. Side note, I have been working on something still. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that there is a lot of requests for going deeper in this information, in this expansion. I'm working on it. Stay tuned. I have something very exciting to share with you guys. That's all for now. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful, lovely day. Love you. Bye.